Well, thank you, everyone, especially for Spain, for this special announcement, powering the next generation of change makers. Welcome, Paul. Thank you for getting to talk a little bit how we are partnering to actually help create the next generation of change makers. So I think it was just very, very telling that conversation, the way it ended, because what some of the passion behind Zpryme is we want to help you partner and create those change makers. We can't wait. There's no more waiting and telling folks why you have to wait till things level out. We started the day with equity, and today we're going to talk a little about how we can get there, how we're actually help be a part of the solution. And I'll tell you more about the gentleman you see in your screen in a little bit. So the past 4 years, Zpryme has partnered with Austin Energy and CPS Energy to work with communities and schools to show them the clean energy system, but also to introduce them to new career paths. And thank you, Amy, actually, if you raise your hand from Austin Energy. Amy and her team have been a co-innovation, co-collaboration partner, not just with Zpryme and our Frolic team who are here to help us create new solutions and just to find new ways to impact the community. So what you can see here, you guys can read all you want about virtual reality, but at the end of the day, this is about impacting lives, about inspiring the next generation and how we're doing it. But we're doing it as one small pillar of change makers that you all are out there, and helping you do that because we strongly believe if we want to do all those things, we need to create a whole new workforce. We need new people in the industry, and we already know the data is out there that knows that marginalized communities do not have access. We are not accessing STEM careers. We are not accessing lineman jobs. So we have a chance to share our passion for our profession with the next generation, and we're very excited to be doing that. Here's one project we just launched with CPS Energy and some of our partners there, which with Itron, the University of Texas, and CPS Energy, our Frolic team, which is our XR brand, created a PowerFlows mobile app that works on an Apple and Google device, and it's available in the App Store. I believe it has over 1,000 downloads already, and teachers through this platform can now use it to help educate students in a creative way. It's no secret that young students love mobile technology. So today, with Paul and his team, very excited to announce, one other thing. Because this ties directly. So this is our partnership with E4 that we launched here at the University of Texas. Basically, with E4, we're creating mobile augmented reality apps to tell the story of how Austin used to be. Anyone who's come to Austin knows it's changed quite a bit. And so what you see them doing here in this picture is they're doing a QR code of a business that actually used to be there a few years ago. And in particular, this is done in East Austin, so these are businesses that aren't there anymore, and they were run by Black and brown people. And so it's very simple. You just pull the app up, check the QR code, and it tells the story of a business that was owned there by someone of color. But the coolest part of this project was Jorge and Becca, and they're in the back there. The coolest part of this project is they got to work with Darnell here and actually training, and he actually made most of the apps. So it took our team training someone who never had access to this. And so now Darnell is going to go out and do this. Maybe he develops the next Apple. Maybe he tells 5 friends about it. Even if he just tells one, then we've made a difference. So now we can tell you a little bit more about the project we're doing with SMUD and how we're partnering on the first virtual reality tour of a hydropower plant for students in the U.S. And now you can play the video.
Hi, my name is Jacob Kaditz, and I manage SMUD's Community Education and Technology Center. And SMUD is a community-owned, not-for-profit electric utility that reflects the goals and commitments of the community that we serve. And one of the big ways that we reflect those goals and commitments is that we have a very ambitious goal to get to zero carbon by 2030. That means we're going to eliminate all of the carbon emissions from our electric generation mix by the year 2030. In order to do that, we're going to need to get our entire community behind us. One of the great things about partnering with an organization like Zpryme is that they have the technical expertise and creativity to help us design a virtual hydro tour. We're really excited about this tour. It's going to give our community members an opportunity to explore hydroelectric power in a virtual environment. They're going to see how we take water stored behind a dam and use it to create clean electricity, and then how we can pair that electricity with things like solar and wind to get to zero carbon by 2030. The other thing that's really important for SMUD is that we bring all our communities along in our effort to get to 2030, and everybody gets to take advantage of all the benefits of a sustainable economy. So we're going to focus particularly on those communities that have been historically underserved, and this is a great tool to help us reach those communities because they don't have to travel from our urban areas up to the mountains that aren't very accessible on these dirt roads. Instead, they're going to get the chance to explore these hydroelectric facilities in this virtual environment, and in the process, hopefully get excited about things like STEM and math, and think about how it can impact their own futures, how they can be a part of the solution moving forward, both by conserving energy, but also by getting involved in the new energy economy. We've got great workforce development programs that they can take advantage of to learn how to install solar. It all starts by reaching out to the community with innovative projects like we're developing with Zpryme and helping to educate them about our zero carbon plan and how they can be a part of the effort.
Thank you, Paul. Over to you. Thank you so much for this great partnership.
Well, first of all, I really want to thank Jason and Zpryme, right, for his passion, and his vision in terms of how do you make sure that no one gets left behind in this clean energy transition. So SMUD is actually, we have the same vision. And in fact, I think you heard, one of my staff actually talked about, SMUD, we have probably one of the most aggressive zero carbon plans of any large utility in the nation, that we want to get to absolute zero by 2030 without sacrificing reliability and keeping rates low. Now, one of the things, how do you do that? You heard one of the panels talk about, how do you actually make sure that equity is part of the solutions? And I'm very thankful to Jason and his team to really kind of now creating, hopefully this is the first of many partnership that we have about really taking this new technology, this new excitement to kids in disadvantaged communities, underserved communities, and vulnerable communities, making sure that they're excited about the clean energy future, that they see themselves as part of this clean energy future, and to have access to those good paying jobs that this industry will bring. So Jason told me to keep it short. I can probably talk about it all day because I think I'm the last person standing between you and cocktails, so I'm going to keep it short. I just want to say thank you, Jason, for the wonderful partnerships and your creativity about really how to drive and make the world a better place. And I'm hoping SMUD will be a part of that partnerships, and this is the first of many to come. So thank you so much, Jason.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Paul. For sure. Thank you all. And yeah, just a big shout out to all our partners here, because all of you are part of us and help us collaborate in new innovative ways. And Amy and Austin Energy, all it takes is, they have helped us crack so many doors, and now we're excited to go San Antonio, Austin, Sacramento, and just we're open for collaboration, we're open for innovation. Just expand your mind a little bit, as you've heard all day, and we're really grateful for entrusting us with this partnership. And now everyone have a great time at the networking event. Am I missing any other notes? Okay. Thank you very much. You guys enjoy the rest of the conference.
Thank you so much.
Bye.